That's when he came back with a girlfriend. So there is that Zulu saying that says, it means you have brought, it means it's just something I'm shocked at. My granny used to always say that when you do something that leaves us speechless, you just say, don't be at home. Meaning that I'm shocked at what you're doing. So he came back with that girlfriend, and when he came back, he said to the Zulus, just in direct words, he said, "Ngibone isimanga kwela mathonga, ngibone ubuhle engakaze ngibone, ngibona amachweba, ngabona amathafa, ngabona izimila, ngabona izingumba," counting all the biodiversity. He says, "I have seen the most amazing things. I have seen the sand dunes, I've seen the beach, I've seen the flatlands, I've seen the grasses, I've seen the bush." Something that if you go to Tongat doesn't exist. To this day, AmaZulu, they still say when you see something amazing, they say you have seen something amazing that Ujeqe saw at Tongaland. Meaning you've seen something you cannot explain, something amazing, something that leaves you speechless. So that name was very fitting for the organization because it meant it did not take somebody outside this province or outside the country to see this beauty, but it took somebody who lived within Zululand, or I'm not to read out of Zululand there, but it took somebody who lived within KZN to see this beauty and appreciate it. And it is therefore your responsibility to appreciate, because that shows that your forefathers, they loved nature, they appreciated nature, and they did understand nature, and they did live in harmony with nature. That's it about the name. So, what is the activity for the day? I'll be with you for about 3 to 3.5 hours. And as we are viewing game, most of the time, or all of the time, we need to be quiet because animals are super sensitive. Any small move, especially like your red duiker, they just simply run away and you'll end up not seeing them, and everything will be mentioned when the animal is gone. So it's important that we keep quiet most of the time. And animals are always on both sides or even the side at the front. So I would be happy if all of us could work as a team, and this group can spot the side and the side, and I will also be there. So it's easier to see a lot of animals when all the eyes are hunting the animals. And another thing here, if you do have litter, please don't throw it outside the windows, just keep it with you, so we maintain the status of cleanliness of the park. Otherwise, if you do have questions, you are most welcome to ask. Here in Isimangaliso, we have the big 5 and the lion. We did not have it. It was reintroduced in December 13 in 2013, and it was reintroduced at the Western Shores at the Mkhuze section. Let's just talk about the park. The park begins at Richards Bay at Mapelane, Kwasokulu. Just immediately past the Richards Bay, that's where it begins. And it stretches all the way right up to the border of Mozambique, stretching for about 210 kilometers in length. In width, it's about 332,000 hectares, and it bulges out to Umkhuze for about 51 kilometers. So whether you enter, because in all these sections we have gates. Here in St. Lucia we have 2 entrances, which is the Western Shores and the Eastern Shores. And we do have an entrance at Sokulu for somebody that likes to hike, because there we have the second highest vegetated sand dunes. We have turtles nesting there during the turtle seasons. And we have rock pools there. So others will go for those rock pools and also to hike the sand dunes and to view when the turtles are nesting. And this side, of course, it's the beach, it's the wild animals, just a combination of all these activities. It's the hippos, it's the swamps, and so many other things they would come for. Mainly this is the biggest attraction, the Eastern Shores, the K2 now. And the Western Shores, dominantly it's the savanna land, and you find the big animals like your lion, your elephant, and your buffalo. Of this big 5, okay, the lions that we have, they introduced 8 and then introduced 2 again, and 1 has given birth to 2 lions.